It's back. The most exciting, the most exhilarating competition on this planet. The best players in the world all competing for one trophy. The only thing stopping them? Egos and bad refereeing. I mean, seriously, when you see this man pulling up with his shorts all the way up to his belly button and this baby blue shirt, you know there's going to be some mad decisions going on. Anyway, I am so excited for this season's Champions League. I think it's going to go down as a classic with so many teams in contention to winning it. Today, I'm going to be breaking down the last 16 legs, specifically the first 4 matches, give you my predictions, give you a preview, and I will tell you, what to expect from these games. I think it's only right to start with the defending champions, Liverpool. Now, they face Atletico Madrid tonight, and I think this in past years could have been a classic tie. A tie of 2 great European powerhouses coming together. But honestly, this year, I only see one team winning it. Atletico are on a very poor run of form, only winning 1 of their past 7 games. And with key players such as João Felix, a big injury doubt for the match, he is one of Atletico's 2 top scorers in the competition. I see them having great trouble scoring, getting past the Liverpool defence, especially because Alisson has kept 12 clean sheets in the last 14 games. The Atletico front line really has to be in full strength to get past this Liverpool side. Morata just returned from injury this weekend, so that's a big boost for Atletico, but I don't think they have the scoring prowess to really trouble Liverpool in this match. Having said that, Atletico's career has been on a nice run of form, scoring 5 goals in the last 9 games. The problem I see is that Atletico isn't the same club that it was before. With the loss of Griezmann going to Barcelona and Godin going to Inter Milan, they're not the same size club. I mean, their manager, Simeone, gets paid more than every single player in the club. That is unheard of in world football, and that just shows you that Atletico's team is not the same team that reached 2 Champions League finals in the past few seasons. As well as this last Champions League knockout stages, they threw away a 2-0 lead against Juventus, and so they're not really stamping their authority in the competition. And just to add to this, and it's a very important factor in particular against Liverpool, is Atletico lost 2 out of 3 away games in the group stages. Now going to the home of the champions, Anfield, that atmosphere would be enough to shake any player in the world. And so if you already have a bad run of form in away games, you do not want to be going to Anfield. The intense atmosphere, the pressure, the noise, the way they get behind Liverpool, it's so difficult for a team to go there. So Atletico, I really do not see posing Liverpool too much of a threat. Liverpool, on the other hand, are on an imperious run of form. Their first team has only lost 1 match all season, and they're on a run of 17 consecutive wins. And for the rest of the season, they've only had 2 draws. It's just wins all over the place. And they're boosted by the return of Mane and Fabinho from injury. They also add Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain to the squad since last year's victory, who also came back from injury earlier this season. So they only got stronger since their last season's victory. Salah's found form, scoring 5 goals and getting 2 assists in the last 7 games. And it's just not looking like it's going to be that easy of a time for Atletico Madrid. The only thing that they can really grasp upon, maybe a chance, is that Liverpool, that 1 loss that they have had this season, did come in the Champions League, and it was against Napoli. And if you also factor in the home game that Liverpool played against Napoli, and we make those 2 matches an aggregate tie, Liverpool would have lost that tie 3-1 and would have been out of the Champions League. So there is maybe a glimmer of hope for Atletico Madrid. Overall, this tie is Liverpool's for me. I predict that tonight in the Calderon, they will get a 2-0 victory, and they will finish the job off at home at Anfield and go through to the last 8. Now for the match that I've been so looking forward to, a match that I hoped would happen later on in the competition, as these 2 teams are the teams I'm supporting, the teams I want to see do well, and that is of course Dortmund and PSG. Now let's start off with Dortmund. They are the team in the future. They host so many young and brilliant talents. I am so excited to see what they have. A very important thing for Dortmund is that Erling Haaland is eligible to play in this match due to a rule change last season that allows a club to register 3 new squad players for the knockout stage. So Haaland can play, which is massive for Dortmund, because he's already scored 8 goals in the Bundesliga this season and he signed in January. That is mental. Coupled with those 8 goals in the Bundesliga are 8 goals in the Champions League. He scored in 5 out of 6 Champions League goals this season for Leipzig, or not Leipzig, sorry, for RB Salzburg. Got them a bit muddled up there. But yeah, he is a machine. He scores goals. He's a poacher. He can dribble. He can score from outside, inside. He's a beautiful striker to watch. And I think that's going to be a real big challenge for PSG's defence, who have been leaking goals. Now, coupling up with Erling Haaland is Jadon Sancho. Jadon Sancho is personally my favourite player on the planet at this moment. He's young, he's English, and he is incredible. This season in the Bundesliga, he's had 13 goals and got 13 assists to go with that. He's actually the first player in Europe's top 5 leagues to host double figures in both goals and assists this season, which is crazy. Considering players like Neymar, Mbappe, Ronaldo, Messi all play in Europe's top 5 leagues, just goes to show how good this kid really is. And not only are those two at the front, we've got Hakimi at the back, who is obviously a great young Moroccan player who plays for Real Madrid, is now with Dortmund. He scored 4 goals in the Champions League and is actually Dortmund's top goal scorer. And he's also got 3 assists in the last 2 games for Dortmund. So he really shows just the versatility of the team going forward, coupled with Thorgan Hazard. You've got Guerrero, who's also been scoring lately. Unfortunately, though, weakening the attack of Dortmund is their captain, their legend. Marco Reus is unfortunately once again injured for an important game for Dortmund. He's out of this first leg, and we'll wait to see if he is going to be playing in the second leg. Also joining him is Julian Brandt, who also has been playing very well lately, so another big blow for Dortmund. But exciting going forward, and PSG lead goals at the back, so I can tell you there's going to be goals from this Dortmund side. If there's one team in world football that you don't want to be leaky at the back against, that's Paris Saint-Germain, because they are just scoring goals for fun at the moment. In 4 of their last 5 games, they scored at least 4 goals, and that's without Neymar playing in a few of those. And speaking of Neymar, he's back. He's back from the rib injury that's kept him out for the past couple of games, and he's joining a front 3 of Icardi and Mbappe. All 3 of them have scored at least 10 goals this season in Liga. They're really racking up the goals, joined by Di Maria in behind them. They have so much creative prowess up front that Dortmund are really going to struggle to contain them. And now Neymar coming back from injury, it's very big for him, because this is why he came to PSG. He came to PSG to win the Champions League as the star player, and this really is his first chance to do that, as the last 2 Champions League campaigns have ended early for him as he was injured. So this is his chance. This is his moment to put the team on his back, and now he's assisted by a whole host of world-class players around him to take them all the way. And he's been playing very well. The way he plays is so beautiful, so elegant. He controls the center of the park. He can assist, he can score, he can shoot with his left, he can shoot with his right. So I really think that he's going to step up this campaign. And another big boost for PSG is the return of their captain, Thiago Silva. Now, PSG, like Dortmund, have been very leaky at the back. So his return hopefully bolsters the defense and makes them stronger at the back. And the fact that PSG have been on an unbeaten streak that spans 23 games going all the way back to the 1st of November is scary, because now they have a bolstered defense, they have their star player back, their team's only gotten stronger. They did amazingly well in the Champions League group stage with a group that contained Real Madrid in it. They were unbeaten throughout the whole group stage. They really are looking to stamp their authority on this competition. But you can feel the tension rising. Over the past few weeks, there have been reports, there's been videos, there's been images of Thomas Tuchel maybe losing his cool. You can sense that there's a bit of anxiety. This is possibly and probably his last chance. It's do or die for him. He had that touchline outburst with Mbappe when Mbappe didn't want to get taken off. He snapped at a reporter a few days ago. He had the issues with Neymar's party and calling it not the right way to prepare for the match. So you can really sense the pressure on Thomas Tuchel, because the last 16 matches that PSG have played, they've been knocked out, and he can't afford it again. So this might be a nervy affair. Dortmund playing free-flowing, beautiful, young football where there's not a care in the world, and maybe the PSG players slightly more tentative, slightly more nervous, and that kind of maybe rooted for Thomas Tuchel, who want to play a more conservative way to ensure he gets the win. Like I said, this is my favourite match. This is the match I ideally would have loved to be a final. It's so hard to pick the winner from between these two teams, because I have a lot invested in this match. I care about the players in this match. But honestly, going with my heart and my mind combined, I think PSG will just have that experience, will just have that know-how of how to finally get past this stage in the Champions League and progress through. So tonight, I'm going to give PSG a 3-1 victory, and I think the second leg will be a draw, but at the end, PSG will make it through. And the performance of these teams, feel free to comment down below what you think the predictions of these matches below, and while you're down there, wouldn't hurt to leave a like. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I've been the 12th man, and I will see you all next week.